Hello everyone, and welcome to what is my first real video on here. I know that if you watched my channel intro before, you will have seen kind of a brief introduction of what I'm hoping to do, but this is going to be the first actual video I'm putting up that will have content. I'm hoping that with this we'll be able to actually go on a journey together, go through a rather long game, which is obviously The Binding of Isaac. This game is a game that has a very, very special place in my heart. I've played it for a long time. It was introduced to me by a couple friends a long time ago, and I've been hooked on it since. But the key difference here is that I've never played it on PC before. So this will be as much of a learning experience for me as it is for any of you who are watching. And I've also never recorded a video before. So this is really one massive scare for me. But let's get right into it. I'm going to start playing on the first save file. We're going to see how far we can get, and we'll kind of talk about a roadmap as we go on. As you can see, 3 fresh save files with no runs or anything like that, no continues. So let's get started, and I'll give you an intro to the game as we go on. With only one character to play as, let's do it. All right. So as we start in here, Isaac's a pretty devilishly hard game, honestly. This is one that taking damage early, that is relentless. It's meant to be a challenge to you. It is a roguelike dungeon crawler, actually, where every single time you play the game, it's going to be different. You're going to have different rooms, different enemies in each of those rooms, different map layouts, so you won't know which way to actually go right away. You'll have to find your way every time you play it. There's going to be a whole bunch of actual challenges in finding your way around alone, because there are things in the game called curses, which are actually meant to make it harder for you to get through the game, as well as just, different variations of enemies. As you saw, there was that red guy out of all of those guys coming at me. He's what's known as a champion, meaning that he has extra health and he does more damage to me and stuff like that. So this item is shears, the pinking shears. Very good item to start us off here. That is it's an active item, which means that I have to actually activate it. It has a green charge, as you can see up in the corner there, meaning I can only use it once every so often. Let me use it right away just to show you what it does. So this one separates my body from my head, and my body goes running around. I can fly now, so I can go over these rocks here. But it does massive damage if you let it. But obviously we're a little early on here for that to come into play too much. Little penny going on here. Pennies are useful for us to get into shops. Shops are going to be these locked doors. Not every locked door looks like that is a shop, but most of the time it is. And you need a key to get in there, and then there's items on sale. As the game goes on, you'll actually make contributions to the shop, and it'll increase what they can have in there, and what you can buy, and your pennies will go a lot further as the game goes on. We're pretty cleared out on the floor here. I'm actually going to go to this room that we saw at the beginning. It's this one that looks like it hurts, and that's because it does. But it has an item in it here, Empress card. Ooh. So the tarot cards are very quick way to get a lot of different effects. With the cards, the tarot system, actually you know what the cards are going to be every time you use them. So with the Empress, that's one that I believe, yeah, this Rage brings you power. So that's one that when I consume it, I'll actually deal bonus damage for that room. So let's see if we can get it off here in this room. Oops, that's the bottom button. That's still fresh in this one. There we go. So as you see, I have a different look to me now, and I deal a lot more damage, which actually I will, after this fight, because I'm already in it, and I don't want to screw it up, I will bring up extended stats and stuff like that, so you can see the items I've picked up already, and you can see actual numbers applied to the statistics I have in the game. I'll kind of go over those. Okay, so that's meat. That's a damage upgrade. So what we'll do here is we'll pull up the menu. So as you see here, there's actually like my stuff, which is the items I picked up, and then there's all these little stats in hash marks. But what we can do is I can put on, I think it's extra HUD, found HUD, yeah, and then charge bars. That's what we want. All right. So now on the right side of the screen, I believe, yeah, right under my minimap there, you can see just what items I picked up that are passive items, like meat, which meat I just picked up, gave me an extra heart, gave me a little bit of damage here. And then all the way on the left there, you can see I have a damage stat. So let me go from top to bottom. I suppose that's easiest. So all the way at the top here is where HP and active items are going to be. Then we have money, bombs, and keys. Bombs are really useful for these things called tinted rocks, which contain extra little hearts and dudes, stuff like that. And then they also let you get access to secret rooms, which are really hard to find, and I'm terrible at spotting them. And then we have keys. Keys are useful to get into shops, and also every floor after the first floor, item rooms, which are the little golden ones I was in earlier to get the shears here, those are going to be locked with a key. Then we have our speed stat, which is how fast we walk around. We have range, which is how far the tiers go before hitting the ground like that. This is tier delay. It's also like you might call it fire rate or something like that. The smaller the number gets, the better. The standard cap in the game is 5. You start at 10 for most characters. It's pretty standard to see 1 or 2 upgrades to that by the time a full-fledged run is done, but in the first runs of the game, it's actually a little bit more restrictive. Then we have, that's shot speed, so that's how fast our tiers go from, like right now, left to right. How fast they fly across the screen. If you get a high enough tier speed, pardon me, they actually can be borderline substituted for a range upgrade. So if you get them like really fast and you start cooking, they go a lot further than you might think. Then we have our base damage, which as Isaac starts as 3.5, but because we use the card and got meat, we actually are at 6.2. But as we go down here, it will drop. Then we have luck stat. Don't shoot the messenger, but it's pretty useless. And then these are deal stats. So the top one is your base percentage chance to get a deal at the end of a boss fight, which there's 2 types of deals. There's deal with the devil and deal with the angel. Deal with the devil is going to be items that you can get items from it. They're very powerful, but they come at a cost where they actually cost heart containers. So you start with Isaac with 3 heart containers. As you see, because I got meat, I actually have 4. So like I can't pick up this heart. I can't just choose to get this extra heart here. But if I were to have an empty heart container, I take damage or some have you, then I can pick this up. And then if you take a deal with the devil, the items in there cost a variable amount of red heart containers to actually pick up, or these things called soul hearts, which are hearts that will basically give you a temporary, non-permanent way of extending your life bar. They're super nice, and we'll kind of see them as we go on. And then the other stat here, the one that is the right side up cross, is your percentage chance for the deal stat to give you a deal with the angel instead of a deal with the devil. And the deal with the angels are much better in a lot of ways, but much worse in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of items in the angel pool and devil pool that aren't as great as you might think, and I'll kind of point them out as we see them. But with the angel pool, the items in there do not cost you anything. Sometimes they're behind a lock, so you have to use a key, but they don't cost you anything. But you can only ever get 1 item from an angel deal, and sometimes they're not as good, but sometimes it offers you like 4 picks, so it's kind of nutty. But we'll see them as we go on. I'll kind of point them out to you here a little bit more. But let's go down to the next floor, and like I said, keep an eye on that damage set, because it's going to drop. There it goes there. But sorry for the info dump there. I know that's an awful lot to kind of throw at you there. We're already 9.5 minutes in, and floor 2 here. Well, 7 up there, but 9.5 minutes into the video here. But we're gonna explore a little bit. Poops can be shot. Sometimes they have items in them. Fires, if they're standard fires like these, they're just there. They hurt you if you run into them. And there's other ones that are like orangish that shoot at you, and they suck. Oh, so that red guy there in the middle, he is a champion version of this enemy. So he'll take more hits if I get hit by him. At this point, if I get hit by any enemies, I'll take half a heart of damage. If I get hit by him right now, I believe it should be a full heart, which is kind of not my favorite thing in the world, but it's it is what it is. You know, you just don't get hit for it. The good news with the champion enemies is they're relatively rare variants. As we start playing a little bit more of this, we unlock hard mode. I'll start seeing them more once I'm more confident with the control scheme on PC here. I will definitely be making the trip into hard mode. I only play on hard mode when I play on the Switch, so that's really the next logical destination. Ooh, okay, so what we have here, notice this guy has a he's got a health bar at the bottom. That's because he is a mini boss. This is Gluttony, actually. Pretty easy to fight. He has a chance to drop some like HP items that are really good. He's got that laser beam attack, which is giant pain. He's actually just kind of a modified, bigger health pool combination of a couple enemies, because the beam attack he does there is something that normal enemies just start doing later. Called Vis, I believe. Ooh, okay, so these are soul hearts. And then his like spread out attack is from other stuff too. So these are soul hearts. So normally, like I said, I can't pick up any more red hearts, but check this out. Bam. So now we have 6 total heart containers. But if I lose the blue ones, they don't replenish. They're just gone forever, but they're really nice and they come in handy a lot, especially for protecting my devil deal chance. I forgot to mention the devil deals, if I get hit for red heart damage, my percentage chance to actually get into one super shoots through the floor. I believe if you have a 100% chance to get hit for that room, it drops down to like 1% or 9% or something crazy, and then it goes up to, I think, 30% or so, something really low. But if you successfully get a deal with the devil or angel on a floor, the next floor it automatically resets down to a low value. And then this bad boy right here is a little mushroom dude. That's what's those are called trinkets, or it is called a trinket rather. And those are going to be something that will affect gameplay. In not as crazy a way as items, because the items have a lot of different variants. They change a lot of things about gameplay, whereas trinkets kind of just have certain effects that can either help you or hinder you depending on the trinket. This one is Liberty Cap, Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy. There's a reference there, I'm sure. But as we go room to room here, when you enter enemy rooms, I believe there's a chance to give you a stat effect. I'm not super sure though, honestly. That's one that I would have to look up to be certain on, because I haven't gotten it in a while. But we're shooting these guys. And whoa, so there comes in my bad dodging ability on PC still. So like I said, hard is on the horizon, but not immediately on the horizon. First key pickup, which is huge because we don't have any yet, so we'll be able to get to the item room here. Spiders, you will quickly learn through if you stick around for more of this series here, that spiders, really enemies that leap, kind of like these guys are here, or move in an unpredictable pattern, or any combination of the two of them, are absolutely my least favorite. So as you can see, that little nasty fellow there was moving all around, and I was able to get out, but trust me, that was lucky. Ooh, see, so my stats actually changed there for coming into this room. Couldn't tell you why. And then they changed again. But sometimes Isaac be like that. Ooh, this is a tinted rock. We talked about that earlier. We'll examine that in a little bit here. But let me clear this room out of these little jumping guys. But once we get through this room, once we get through tinted rocks, once we get through this one, I'll start explaining a little bit more about the channel and kind of get into that. But here's the tinted rock. You can tell that it's slightly more of a blue hue than the rest of these rocks, and it's got that X on it. So that means it is, well, it's obviously tinted a different color, so that's kind of a giveaway for the name. But with tinted rocks, they contain items, usually soul hearts, sometimes bombs and keys, and later in the game, if you blow up enough tinted rocks, it actually can sometimes contain an item called small rock, which is super good. But we want to blow as many of those up as we can as we see them, because as you see, it gives me a soul heart there. Huge help. Here, as I said earlier, the item room is locked, but we have a key, so we're in this. Miner's hat, I believe it's called. I don't remember what this item does. Spelunker hat. That's it. See-through doors. I think if I walk up to walls that have secret rooms, it would. Like if I walk up to the wall that a secret room is touching. Oh, there it is. It on the mini map there. You can see up in the corner there. I see that little question mark kind of in between the two legs of the M on the right side. That is a secret room. So what this item does now, I can tell. It without being in a room, it'll tell you what is on the other side of it, and if there is any specific like benefit to going in there. So like this room up here on the right, see how it's got the like weird spiky look? That means it's going to be a sacrifice room, like a self-sacrifice room. So it's got these spikes here. If I step on them, it'll deal damage to me. There's benefits I can get from it from doing, and you can kind of force certain runs to happen that way. Much later in the game. Ooh, what a huge fire rate up. But anyway, it's something that like those rooms aren't super worth going in. It's kind of a waste of time. And here you can see it reveals that my other secret room is here. Now, if I had a bomb, I could get into either of those, see what's kind of in them, and look around. But unfortunately, I don't. So we're just gonna move on here. See who our boss is. It is Dingle. Easy enough to dodge, especially with these poops in the corners here. I almost made a fool of myself. Ooh, new item has appeared in the basement. Groovy. Okay, so we have toothpicks. This is going to be a fire rate increase. And shot speed. Look at that. And then deal with the devil. So here we are. Oh, baby. Okay. So here's those orange shooting fires I mentioned earlier, which we're going to shoot all of these as soon as we can. But so these two items here are the first two guppy items. So in this game, you have the ability to transform into several characters along the way. Just like little things that are imaginative and fun, and Guppy is the best hands down. It is a ridiculous tour de force powerhouse of a character transformation, and right here are two items of the necessary three that would let you transform into it. So we're taking these, no doubt. This one is, if I were to die, it gives me a chance to respawn, and this one is an active item that lets me spawn flies. Each fly does 2 times my damage stat per hit. Now, it's really hard to say if taking Guppy's head or the shears is better. I'm gonna take the shears because this run only goes to the first end game boss, because the way this game is structured here is by the way, as you can see, when we leave the devil deal or angel deal, they will almost always lose the door. Very rarely will they not. I couldn't tell you why they say or don't. But as we go down to the next floor here, so you see that skull on the timeline there? That is because the first, I believe, 5 runs you do of the game or so, you have to complete them, but you only actually get to fight the first final boss, which, spoiler alert, it is Mom. That's right, it is your mom. Gotcha. No, it's Isaac's mother. The story of this game is there. You're welcome to look into it if you like, but it just kind of doesn't matter. This game's all about the mechanics. It's all about the gameplay. Oh, I'm a fool. Ooh, thank you. Damage immunity. Templates. No thank you. I say while walking into it. Okay, that's special, honestly. But so there's multiple final bosses to this game. The first one that you have to face repetitiously is Mom. She is just the first hard cutoff of what you gotta do. And then after Mom, you beat her a certain number of times that lets you go even further to where you get to go inside and you get to go fight Mom's heart, which is a harder boss than Mom. In a lot of ways, the floors get a lot harder. You start taking more damage down there. It's just all around a nightmare, really, is the best way to put it. But it's the kind of nightmare that I am here for. Oh, there's chests. I forgot to mention chests. There's 4 types of chests in the game. There's regular chests, like you saw there. There are mimic chests, which just hurt you and are big jerks. There are red chests, which have a chance to have a certain deal with devil items in them. And then there's golden chests, which have a chance to have items in them as well. But golden chests require a key to open. All the rest of them you can just open for the low price of nothing. So what we're going to do here, actually, because I have a couple bombs to spare, is I'm going to show you what a secret room is like. So on the mini map there, you can see that there's one question mark that's lit up and one that's a little dimmer. The lit up one is your standard secret room, and the dimmer one is the super secret room, or second secret room. But I know him as Todd, cool guy. We hang out on weekends. Not to brag or anything. Have I mentioned I'm funny? Anyway, we're gonna bomb our way in here and see what we got. So sorry. Whoa! This is an error secret room. So you can see the floor is dancing, and I'm immediately proven a fool because I forgot about stone chests, which can only be opened with a bomb. So I'm so sorry for lying to you. I know I'm a terrible person. We're gonna pick up these items here as we go. Why did I open that first? That's fine. Let's do it again. No, thank you. So this item, or this trinket, lets pills spawn more often. No, thank you. I don't even remember what this one does. Trickle. Ooh, it's a double chest. AAA battery is pretty good. We're gonna open the stone chest instead of the other secret room because stone chests are apparently garbage. No, they have a pretty high chance to be very worthwhile. We're gonna go on here. We're not gonna fight the boss right away just because I want to see what's in the shop, because I want to show you the first shop. They're gonna be really downgraded. Oh, I could just, since I'm here, you know what, I'll make a liar out of myself twice. Gertie Jr. Oh boy, he's fast. Get me out of here. Get him, buddy. Yeah. Huge damage coming out of the shears here. Immediately justified in keeping it over Gutman's head. Ooh, high heels. We'd be looking good and getting some range up. So you can't see it just yet, but check it out, ladies. Anyway, we're gonna find the shop here. I know it says we don't have any keys, but we have a justice card, so we take that. Bam, got ourselves a key now. And a bomb. So I will show you the other secret. Biscuits. We're gonna come into here. And we'll take a little peek. What do we got? Fire and a bomb. Well, I mean, it paid for itself for us to come in here, so that's no big deal. We will keep going on here and find our shop. As you can see, most items in Isaac are going to have a cosmetic benefit as I'm a fool. As I say benefit, cosmetic effect as well as having a stat one. There are very few that don't have a cosmetic change associated with them, but it kind of doesn't matter. You know, we can change cosmetics sometimes with certain things, but you know, cosmetics, you just end up looking goofy by the end of the day. And honestly, that's kind of what I aspire to do every day. This is a pill. Pills are real nasty. They can be good or bad for you. I gotta be honest with you, I hate taking them, but for you, I'll take. I'll drop another bomb, and then I'll take a pill. Retrovision. Very funny. As you can see, I'm all pixelated. Ooh, it's a mimic chest. Let me get a little closer to it. See, there's the spikes. If I walk into that, I'll take HP damage. I'd rather not. That is a mob trap room as opposed to a boss trap room. Those are both types of rooms that you can find. They have this very distinct metal or stone outline. The ones with the swords are mobs, so they're just general enemies you can find around. And in the boss trap rooms, you have to fight 2 or 3 bosses in them. Kind of a big old pain. We're gonna wait a cycle here. Turn that off. Don't want to walk on more spikes because as you saw earlier, I am very prone to doing so. Making myself look even better in this game. Honestly, more bombs I can waste later. Excellent. So let me get into a little bit more you know, admin. What are we hoping for from the channel? What are we hoping to do here? My grand hope is that I become rich and act like I don't know nobody. Anyone remember that guy? Just me? All right, cool. I'm scared. Help me! Help me! Okay, we're good. Don't even worry about it. What's wrong with you? I'm not scared. Alright, so early shop. So here's a donation machine. I completely interrupted myself already. We're going to talk about the game a little bit more because I forgot I was going for the shop. Donation machine is how you upgrade your shop. Right now we have lovely 2 items on display. Come on down if you like them. This is the Bible. No thank you, I'm Jewish. Not actually. And not that there's anything wrong with being Jewish. I just, saw a cheap joke, opened the door, and decided to fart through the window. And then we got a card. I will take the card here. Ooh, world card. Let me see the whole map. So this is a donation machine. It lets me upgrade the shop if I put enough coins into it, which I am going to put all the coins I can into it right now, because we're on a very early game run. There's no need to... Ooh, extra item in the game. There's no need to hoard money for the time being. Honestly, the goal is going to be to upgrade that to 999 one day. Which, you know, honestly, we're going to play this a little bit more here. That was foolish. Let me see how many hearts we have around here. One full one. Okay, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time getting a couple extra coins here as we talk. So, admin for the channel. What am I hoping to do here? What's the goal? I'm really not. Obviously, I'm not looking at this as like some grand scheme to take over the world. This is a hobby, plain and simple. And actually, I'm gonna blow this up here. This is just something I'm doing. For fun. You know, I'm not looking to get anything out of it other than a little bit of personal enjoyment, a little bit of upgraded the store already. A little bit of something to do. Really, I'm I'm a very bored man right now as we live the quarantine life. You know, and I just I wanted to share a little bit of my free time with you guys. Whoever's out there listening, it could be literally no one. It could be two people. It could be just my mom. You know, hi mom. She doesn't watch YouTube. You know, I don't know. There's no goal here for me to find anyone to listen to what I'm saying or doing, but you know, I'm gonna keep doing it for a little while, and if people pick it up along the way, couldn't be happier. This is as I said earlier, the boss trap room with a skull there, but it's locked. I think you have to have taken damage or something. I honestly I can't tell you. Let me use this world card. Take a look at the map. We're gonna go this way. But yeah, it's not you know, it's not like I'm expecting to be the next Shroud. I'm not looking to be the next you know, Markiplier, though he does have wonderful hair these days. But what I'm looking to do is just have some fun, share that fun with whoever cares to listen, and just kind of talk for a while, you know. Be the voice in your TV screen, on the other side of the screen for you, should you so choose. You know, if you don't, that's all right. I get it. I gotta live with me, so of all people to understand why you don't want to listen to me talking all the time, I'm your guy to get it. Ooh, our first really bad item. Headless Baby leaves a trail of creep. Don't get me wrong, the high heels aren't so good either, but not a fan of creep trails. I gotta be honest with you, I'm terrible at using them. The only enemies I ever catch in them are ones that either amble around aimlessly or charge right at me. But yeah, no, I'm hoping that as time goes on here, you know, I find more things to fill this with. It's I'm hoping to honestly use this channel as an excuse to finish some games that have been on my backlog. Because like with Isaac, it's a game that like you're never really done playing, right? So that's why I chose it as like the first game to put on the channel. I struggle to find games that I love as much as Isaac, and I struggle to find things that I want to play as often as I do as Isaac. You know, that's obviously going to change as time goes on, I'm sure, but given that I've been playing Isaac for, gosh, it's been years now. By the way, just for you, taking another pill. Balls of Steel, it's actually a good one. We got Soul Heart Protection. Very nice. But given that I've been playing Isaac for as long as I have, maybe I'll never get top. Maybe it'll just be top 5 video games all the time. And, you know, later on, I'm sure we'll you know, we'll espouse what my favorite games are. But for the time being, we'll keep it a secret. Go on to the dirty fight here. But that was a bad dodge. Just terrible on my part. Entirely my fault, and I'm sorry you had to watch. The Shears proving itself again. Let's second deal with the devil, and an HP upgrade. So this is HP and tears up, and I believe a range downgrade. But what we're going to do is we're actually, before taking it, going to go into the devil deal, because if there are items that cost HP, I'd like to spend all of my HP before getting this, because you can actually, if I pick up one extra heart, there's a chance that I might pick up enough items in here to where I can't cheat it, because, well, let's take a peek. Excellent. Okay, so perfect proof of concept here. So there are 2 items, and I really want one of them. The other one's kind of neither here nor there. So first things first, we're going to blow up this guy. Another pill. We'll see about taking that one. So with this, so as you can see, it would cost me 3 hearts to take all of them. However, I can cheat the system a little bit, so I can take the 1 heart one. Ooh, I unlocked Zazel, one of the best characters in this game. Love that guy. We'll play him a little later on. So the item I picked up, multi-dimensional baby, if I stand still or, you know, kind of lead my shots a bit, he doubles my shots. Super nice item, but it's really hard to make it work unless you're, you know, good at the game, which I am not. So anyway, we're set down to 1 heart now, and if we come up here and pick up this item, look at that. Even though it cost 2 hearts, it only took 1 from us. Now we're at the tier cap. I was not expecting that, and we got a little damage upgrade out of it. And then we come here, pick up another thing. So it gave us shot speed down. That was it. But we're still at the tier cap. It gave us that HP upgrade, which is nice. And as you can see, we are now completely black. You know, like literally the color black as the night goes, and then we still have these nice high heels on with a pink collar. So we're gonna be honest with you, pretty stylish. Oh god. So we'll go into this mini boss room here and kind of talk a little bit. So you know, with YouTube, I know that it's not something that, you know, anyone should expect to make a career out of. You can hope. You can hope, but never expect that. You know, expecting kind of anything is terrible. You know, it's a terrible way to live your life if you're like, I am owed blank. You know, and sometimes you are. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you are. You know, you loan a guy $20 and you go, hey, I'm owed $20. Who's he to tell you that you shouldn't live your life that way? But you know, I'm hoping just to have some fun with it. If anything ever comes out of it later, great. But you know, that's getting so far ahead of myself that jumping the gun doesn't even begin to cover how far in advance that would be. You know, this is regenerating enemies. Well, it was a horrible idea to back myself into a corner, and yet I look like a genius. But you know, we'll see where this gets us. I would be shocked if this video or my channel intro or anything like that got more than, you know, 2 views. Me when I record it, me when I edit it. So, you know, if this is just for me and I'm talking to myself, talking into the void here, it happens. We are really low on HP here, and that's terrifying. Oh goodness. Ooh. So, you know, I don't want to end up dying here so soon, but it might happen. I might die at my first run, despite it being already over half an hour in real life time. You know, 29 minutes up at the top there, but we are really running skins at the moment on HP. Ooh, baby. I'm trying to play as tight as I can, trying to play as well as I can, but obviously, it's not always working out for us. These are red chests. They can contain a guppy item. Ooh, okay, but the card I have is a teleport card, so we are going to play this real tricky. We're going to open the chests and then teleport out after we reap the benefits, like a monster. All right, get me out of here. Check that business out. Okay, so I know it's just complaining about how much HP we have, but this is a damage upgrade if you have 1 red heart container or less open. So we're gonna take it, because right now it doesn't say anything, but we walk into the next room as a full 1.89 damage upgrade. I gotta have it. It's too good. You know, that's a huge improvement from going from 4 to 6. You don't need me to tell you that's a noticeable improvement going forward, check out our item room here. Crack the Sky is very good. It does some of this action, but Shears is just so much better. I can't give it up here. We're gonna open this again. Oh, that's a good item. It is the golden boy there is all my item rooms have 2 pedestals, so I get to pick between 2 items instead of just getting the one it gives me. But obviously I can't take it. This is a reroll box. Show you how it works a little bit here. Bam. Pretty simple. You can also toss a bomb at it in a reroll, but I'm not too worried about it. We'll move on here. I was hoping to be able to donate a little bit more, but you know, c'est la vie. But yeah, I mean, oh, that was foolish. Yeah, I'm hoping that if you somehow made it this long, you've been sticking around with me, hanging out, listening to me stammer. You know that very happy to have you here. Very happy to have you listening, and hopefully I give you something worth listening to in the future. Hopefully it's not all smoke and mirrors. But let's see, Tinted Rock here. Let's get to that. But yeah, I mean, it's just for fun for now, and we'll if it ever stops being fun, you know, I'll get off the train. But you know, if it's fun, and you know, I never make a cent doing it, but I'm having fun the whole time, I'll be doing it for at least this video, honestly. Maybe a second video. We'll see if we want to play it a little risky. Oh god. Oh, Guppy's collar? Yes! Oh baby. Alright, you just saw me get saved by my item, the Guppy's collar. So we have another chance to take that room, but I'm scared. So I'm gonna go blow up some of these skulls, see if we can get a demon heart out of it. Because sometimes these bad boys will drop a demon heart, which acts just like a soul heart, except it does damage to the room when it goes off. Ooh, what do we got? Judgment. We'll try it. That's a money beggar. Okay. Change what he does here. Humps. Okay. Well, yeah, that's good. No, that's good. We'll blow up the skull. A demon heart. Let's go. Okay. We're in this. We're in this, boys. Let's finding other skulls. We're gonna mosey. We're gonna mosey here. I'm sorry this is all about the game again. Terrible presenter, I know. Oh boy. Let's see how I can try and save this, because I want to show you guys a win after all this rambling I've been giving you. Oh, skulls. Okay. I don't know if it's reach. Oh, that certainly won't reach. Alright, well, can't say I didn't try, and if you do, well, that hurts my feelings, honestly, and I really wish you wouldn't. Offer to key up to the key gods there, just to show them I still respect them. You know, I don't always go to key god church, but you know, you gotta show up here and there. Well, thank you, honestly, thank you, Judgment, for... Oh, my computer screen cut out there. There we go, we're back. But thank you, Judgment, for giving me the keys to the kingdom on this one, because you made it so I can just barely scrape by through this room. Honestly, it's a travesty they let me play this game. It's an affront to man, really. But you know, my oh gosh, violations of the Geneva Convention aside, oh my god, why'd you stand there? Saved again. Oh, we don't deserve this. Let me go back to the skulls. I am just the luckiest man alive right now, despite my 0 luck that told you it doesn't matter. I'm considering blowing him up, but I shouldn't. We know we can get, you know, 2 more skulls per bomb here, so we'll go in on that. No key gods. No more key for you. Okay, so let's see what we got here. But yeah, my poor play aside, if you've been sticking around for the gameplay, sorry to disappoint you, but I am consummate failure in that area. Like I said, this is my first attempt at PC, so I'm knowledgeable of the game, but I'm not accustomed to playing in this forum, we're gonna pick this up. This is the why not? You know, you've been failing with that trinket. Pick up a new trinket. See how it suits you. See how you like the fit. Uh, but yeah, you know, thank you for sticking around thus far. This is almost certain. Oh, I forgot we have to do this room again. This room will, you know, these rooms, this boss room, if I could finish a sentence, would be great. Honestly, will probably be the death of me here, but we're gonna give it a good old college try, as they say. A good old effort here, and if we can make it, we make it. But don't count your roosters before they cluck. But yeah, let's see how we go here. Cage. Oh, I am dead. Oh, I am so dead. Oh, this guy. He's a problem. Ah! Oh, no! Oh, we're dead. Oh. Oh, I tried. I tried to keep it together so hard there. Well, hey, if you made it this far, thank you so much. As we go forward, look forward to daily videos is my hope. I know I'm promising that now, and I'll look like a fool when I fail it, but I hope I won't. I'm hoping to keep a daily schedule, consistent, recording in chunks, and kind of see what we can do going forward. And yeah, with future episodes, I'll give you the seed so you can play along with me. I completely spaced on doing that one, but the seed is let me see if I can get my mouse to show up on recording here. No, I cannot. I'm a failure. But the as you can see there, the 7BAJTLWM, that is the seed there. So if you want to play along with me at home, if you own the Binding of Isaac, you could have. But I'm an idiot and didn't tell you to do that at the start, so next time. But, you know, thank you again for making it to the end of the video. Obviously, given that this is my first real video here, it would mean the world to me if you hit subscribe, hit like. I know that that's the phrase you're sick of hearing of on this platform, but it genuinely, as a guy who is just now starting, would mean everything to me. Also, if you want to head over to Twitter, follow Orange Joe. That's at most folks. That's me. I know I didn't give a really like snazzy introduction or anything like that, but I am Orange Joe. Have been this whole time, and you're just now hearing my name. I'm realizing, so I'll look like a fool. So I think I might record a little intro before this. And now when you hear this part, I'll look even more like an idiot, because you'll be like, well, what are you talking about, Joe? I heard you at the beginning. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I bet. Anyway, thank you again for sticking with me thus far. We'll be back tomorrow with more Isaac. It'll be well, actually, you know, I say more Isaac, but I'm not sure about that. Well, it should be Isaac, but we're gonna start with Isaac, and we'll upload some other stuff as time goes on. I've got some ideas for what I want to do in the future, some future plans, but you know, we're gonna put those on the back burner for now. And today we'll end by just saying thank you, and wish me luck as we go forward. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.